Yo guys, we're gonna be getting 2 new classes Maple Story 2 relatively soon. So in December, we're going to begin the Soul Binder, and in early 2019, no set date, we're gonna begin the Striker class. So beyond that, we don't know. The future is uncertain, undecided. So I decided to make 5 potential classes that I would love to see in this game. So making some of these classes were, kind of based off Maple Story 1, and also some of them were rather difficult to choose what I want to see, because some of the classes could really be a branch form or awakening form of the classes that we have in game, because we really don't know what they're going to do awakening. We know we're going to get a one set awakening just based on KMS, and it's going to eventually come. But they could go further and make the awakenings more like jobs in Maple Story 1, and we get more branch forms and stuff like that. So I don't really know exactly how they're gonna do it, but I'm just gonna throw you 5 classes at you guys today that I think would be really cool in Maple Story 2. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so for the 5 classes that I'm gonna give you guys like potential weapons they can use, how they're gonna play. I'm not gonna go like in crazy depth of the skills they should have and stuff like that. So for our first class is the Pirate class. So when I was thinking about the weapon they can use, first I was looking at some old Maple Story content, and I was like, oh, the Cannoneer was pretty cool. It had like this giant cannon that he did blast, but I was like, man, that's too close to the Heavy Gunner. And then I saw the dual wield pistols, and I was like, oh, that's pretty lit, but I'll actually want to see a Gunner class. So for the weapon for the Pirate class, I would love to see a sword hit pistol combo. I think that would be pretty cool and pretty unique, and I don't think any class in the game has 2 different weapon types at the same time that both do damage. So I think that would be pretty nice, and they're different. So for some of the skills they can have, I was just watching some of the, I might be showing some footage from the actual Maple Story 1, and they had like classes like where they like summoned a ghost ship and like did like crazy blasts. They had like, they could summon like these pet monkeys that like shot like cannons out and things of that nature. So I want to revolve around an actual pirate, summoning cannons, shooting cannons, maybe spawn some monkeys that attack for you. I think that would be pretty cool. Maybe for his ultimate, like freaking summons the power of Davy Jones and like got a ghost ship aura around him, and I don't know, I think that'd be pretty cool, like just a bunch of pirate themed stuff. Obviously it's gonna have like slash attacks and procs and things of that nature, and maybe it could be like a buff, maybe it'd be a buff class as well, maybe a good support class. Have a lot of support bonuses and support boosts. I think that'd be pretty cool. But that's my first on my list, is the pirate. So the second on my list, I was looking for a class that's specs in both holy magic and darkness. So I don't think it was a class. It's not a class in the game right now, and I wanted to be more, wizard based type kind of sort of. But then I was looking at some of the old Maple Story class, and I saw the Luminous, and he was literally half light, half dark, and I was like, oh, they got to be in the game. That's pretty lit. And it doesn't have to be called Luminous. They can call it whatever they want to call it. But I was like, oh, this is a pretty dope class, because I really want to see a holy and dark class at the same time. That yin yang would be pretty cool. So for his main hand, I'm just gonna keep it original to the original Maple Story. He had like a staff in his first hand, and on his off hand, he had an orb. So it'll keep like a new weapon he'll introduce would be the staff, but it'll keep like the orb from the new Soul Binder class, and it's his off hand. I think that would be pretty cool, and it'll be a mix of using holy attacks and dark attacks as well. So like the dark from the berserker, and then the holy from the cleric. I think that would be pretty cool to see, because like the healer typically only does healing holy moves. He got a couple blasts, but I want to see like holy moves that actually do like crazy damage, and maybe he has like a tree that combines like holy and dark at the same time. I think that'd be pretty cool. The Luminous class, and I was looking at it, I'm probably showing some clips as well. It looked pretty cool in my personal opinion. So moving on to our next class that I would love to see is a class that we have to see. Like this one has to be in the game. Like this got to be on the list really soon, and that's a tamer / summoner class. So I know the old one had I think it was like a beast tamer. Yeah, it was a beast tamer. This one has to be some type of summoner, some type of summoning class. We gotta have a summoning class that's strictly based on summoning animals from the world, because like the NPCs from the game are really cool, but we're just killing them and we don't really care about them. But I would love to see some of these NPCs that you can spawn them and summon them, and they attack for you. Like, it's some really cool NPCs in the game, and I really love to see a summoner-based class where all the damage is pretty much coming from spawning NPCs. Spawning minions to fight for you, do different type of damage, do different type of skills. Maybe like I seen like the one with like in the Maple Story 1, you had the summon of the bird that helps you fly around. You had like the bear, the tiger, the wolf, the cheetahs, all that type of stuff. A summoner class is a must in my opinion. Now for the main hand and offhand, I went with claws. I think the claws would be pretty cool. I couldn't really think of anything better. But you know, if you're summoning a lot of animals, most animals use like claws and talons and fangs to fight, and we can't fight with fangs. I guess you could go around biting people if you want to, but I think claws would be pretty cool. Give me some Wolverine style claws, and I think that'd be pretty cool to see. And you just based off a bunch of summoning, so most of your damage is gonna come from summoning people, and I think that would be pretty cool. So next on my list is, I think a class would be really cool, is the engineer class, and for his main hand or his hand, it's gonna be a two-handed class. I said a shotgun or a rifle, so not like the heavy gunner where it's like a big cannon. And I know the heavy gunner has a blast too, but I was thinking more of a shotgun, like a little burst poo, you know, like a shotgun spread attack, but also could be like an assault rifle as well. I think that'd be pretty cool. And the biggest thing about this class is gonna be like spawning like turrets and things of that nature. I think that'd be cool. I think the heavy gunner has like a flamethrower and stuff like that, and that's why I say engineer and heavy gunner kind of went hand in hand in my opinion. Could be like a different branch, but like spawning turrets and things of that nature, like maybe you can pull down an MK suit, like maybe you could summon like the twin MK suits from Tronic's bunker. You spawn those guys, they go around attacking for you. I think that'd be pretty cool. Or you get it, or maybe you can get inside a big the big MK suit and go around attacking people. You know, it's already pretty game. Maybe obviously not that big, but you know, something along those lines. Sentry guns, grenade launchers, all those type of things. I think that'd be pretty, especially a sentry gun would be pretty lit in my opinion. And then maybe you have like a turret that like shoots and stun people. You got like all these different turrets, and you can like keep repairing your turret. You have like two turrets, like one that does stun, or one that heals your teammates, and one that does constant damage. Maybe one shoots flamethrower, maybe one shoots lightning out. You can like, I think that'd be pretty good. Like really spec into like these turrets that you have. Maybe you have two turrets that sit down, and you have like these robotic minions that fly in the air and do damage. Then you can spawn like, I don't know, it's a mix between like the heavy gunner and a summoner, a tamer. I think that'd be really nice and be something interesting in the game and make it a lot of fun. Another class is not spamming just one button. It's something interesting in my opinion. So my last class is a class I really want to see. Actually, I want to see a lot of these classes. So I'm gassing because I want to see all these classes. My last class is a Necromancer. Ooh, you know, I play a lot of Necromancer in Guild Wars too, so I really want to see Necromancer come back. So Necromancer, the hand would be probably a dual wield. So I'm along. I said a scythe. That's what I end up going with, as a scythe. Now I know the Rune Blader has that weapon that look like a scythe, but he doesn't. He's not a scythe class. I want to see a pure sickle class, and maybe this class can focus on undead and life stealing. You know, we don't really have a life steal class. The Berserker has a life steal move, but this one can, you know, really spec into life stealing. I think that'd be pretty cool. You know, with the green Ori undead. You know, you can summon zombies. You can summon skeleton people. I think that would be pretty dope, a Necromancer type class. And with a scythe, you know, just the undead king would be pretty dope in my opinion. I guess it would spec into darkness and toxic type things. I think that would be pretty cool. And I don't know, these are 5 classes that I would like to see. I could talk more in depth in these. I can make a more list of if I wanted to, but I didn't really want to go into too much in depth because these classes could never see the light of day, and I just made this whole list and I just be sad, you know. But let me know in the comment section some classes that you would like to see in MapleStory 2. I'm really excited for the future of MapleStory 2. I hope this game continues to grow, does better, does more numbers, and hopefully we see more classes in the future. I'm thinking about doing a part 2. Let me know if you guys want to see a part 2 of classes, because I have about 10 more classes that I would love to see. You know, I got classes on classes on classes. But I'm gonna catch you guys later. So this has been your boy B Main. I'm signing out. Peace.